Here's a story from Grandpa for my three favorite little girls, Emma, Ayla, and Audrey. When I was a very little boy, we had a sandbox in our backyard under a mulberry tree. Sometimes when my friends and I were digging in that sandbox, we'd wonder if we could find buried treasure or if we could dig all the way down through the world and come out on the other side in China. In this story, two little boys and their dog dig a hole in their backyard because they want to find something spectacular. And spectacular things almost happen over and over again. So here's the story. Sam and Dave dig a hole. Written by Mac Barnett, illustrated by John Classen. On Monday, Sam and Dave dug a hole. When should we stop digging? Asked Sam. We are on a mission, said Dave. We won't stop digging until we find something spectacular. The hole got so deep that their heads were underground, but they still had not found anything spectacular. We need to keep digging, said Dave. So you can see in the picture that the little dog is looking off to the side where there's a diamond. The boys don't see it because they haven't dug that far, but if they had just dug a little bit farther to one side, they would have found that big diamond. So they kept digging. When you look in the picture, what do you see they're going to find if they keep digging straight down? An even bigger diamond. They took a break. Dave drank chocolate milk out of a canteen. Sam ate animal cookies he had wrapped in their grandfather's kerchief. Maybe, said Dave, the problem is that we are digging straight down. Yes, said Sam, that could be the problem. I think we should dig in another direction, said Dave. Yes, said Sam, that is a good idea. When you look at the picture, they're just a little bit short of finding that big diamond. The dog can see it. He's looking straight down, and he knows that diamond is there, but the boys don't know it's there, and they're talking about going a different direction. I have a new idea, said Dave. Let's split up. Really? Said Sam. Just for a little while, said Dave. It will help our chances. So you can see they turned and went off at an angle, and the little dog is sitting there digging, and he still wants to find that diamond, but the boys went another direction. So Dave went one way and Sam went another. And you see in the picture that they went just around an even bigger diamond. But they did not find anything spectacular. Maybe we should go back to digging straight down, said Dave. What do you think's going to happen when they start digging straight down? I bet you can guess. Yes, said Sam, that is a good idea. But look what happens when they started digging straight down. They missed an even bigger diamond that they could have found. That one is huge. Sam and Dave ran out of chocolate milk, but they kept digging. They shared the last animal cookie, but they kept digging. After a while, Sam sat down. Dave, he said, I'm tired. I can't dig anymore. I'm tired too, said Dave. We should take a rest. Sam and Dave fell asleep. But when you look in the picture, you see the little dog kept digging while the boys were sleeping. What do you think might happen with the little dog digging? Let's see. Well, it looks like the little dog broke through, and you can see his head sticking out into something up there, and the bone that he was after is falling and falling. Then Sam and Dave were falling. So Sam and Dave and the shovel and little dog are just falling and falling and falling. Where do you think they're going to land? Sam and Dave fell down, 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 until they landed in the soft dirt. "Well," said Sam. "Well," said Dave. "That was pretty spectacular." And they went inside for chocolate milk and animal cookies. So it looks like they dug through and ended up right back where they started from. Is that possible? Well, it happened in this story. And that's the end of the story. I think what this story is telling us is that if you give up too soon on something you want to accomplish, you'll miss out on something terrific. Every time that Sam and Dave changed the direction of their digging, they just missed finding a large, or sometimes a very, very large diamond. Diamonds are worth a lot of money, so Sam and Dave could have been very rich if they had just kept going a little farther. Always remember that Grandpa loves you, and I hope to see you soon. Bye-bye.